guys, I'm going to be doing my April wrap-up. This is basically my books that I have read for April. And this April, I have read a total of 5 books. That really surprised me because I don't normally read that much. But apparently I can, and I never knew I could. So, yay! So, I'm going to just tell you the books that I read. Unfortunately, 4 of them were library books, so I don't even have a copy of it right now. The other one was an ebook, and I really don't want to waste any time going through and trying to pick it out for you. So I'm just going to leave links at the bottom. That way, if you guys are more interested in the books, there will be links, and you guys can, it'll take you to the Goodreads, so you guys can read more on it. I've already done reviews about them in the past, so I'm not going to go too much into it. So, let's get started. My first book that I finished reading in April was The Jewel by Amy Ewing. It's basically just a dark version of The Selection. You have a girl who is forced to become not really a royal, but she has to act like one because she is a surrogate. She has to have this royal's baby. Doesn't sound very fun, but it's a really good book. And there is rebellion, and there is a love that's not supposed to happen. So it's really interesting. It's going to be a trilogy. And this was the first book. The second book comes out later this year. I don't know exactly when. I just know it's going to be this year. And I can't wait for it. Alright, the second book that I read was Spellcaster by Claudia Gray. This one is basically about witches and sorceresses, which I love. I grew up loving witches because the books that got me reading was Harry Potter. So, of course, I'm going to love those kind of books. But, anywho. It's basically her mom leaves before she's finished her training. Her dad and her brother and her move from the big city to a small town. If she finds out that there's kind of magic going on in the town, but she doesn't understand it. And there's just a whole lot of drama, and she has to figure out how to save this town. So she really has to put herself together and kind of teach herself more things. So that's basically what that's about. The third book that I read this year, or this April, was Forever Dark by Melanie Niles. It's the 4th book in the Starfile Angel Chronicles. I can't really say too much about it at all. I can't really say anything at all because it'll give away the first 3 books. But it's a really good series. I read through it pretty quick. So I think you guys will enjoy it too. So, yeah, look it up. The 4th book I read was Tiger Lily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. And this book made me cry. It made me cry. It gave me the feels. But it's basically a Peter Pan retelling, focusing more on Tiger Lily, and Tinkerbell is the narrator. I just love Tinkerbell. I don't know about you guys, but I love Tinkerbell. It's a really good book. I really love Tiger Lily in it. And it also made me hate Wendy. Oh my god! Wendy! Seriously! Oh, so annoying! Oh. Anywho, the 5th and final book I read this month was The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. And this is a very popular book, and I'm going to be very shocked if you don't already know about this book. But just in case, it's basically a world where everybody's divided into 2. There's the Silver Bloods and the Red Bloods. The Silver Bloods have all sorts of powers. They each have their own power. And there's all kinds of different ones, like people that control water and metal and turn to stone. And the queen's the scariest of them all because she's called a whisperer, and that's basically because she can read your mind and control you. She can actually control you if she wants to. Super scary. But the Reds are the lower class. They are the trash, as the Silvers like to say, or think of them. They don't have any kind of special powers. Their purpose is to serve the Silvers, and if they don't have a job, they are sent off to the war. They don't care. So, but it's basically the main character, Mare, finds out that she has a superpower of her own, and the king and queen, or because she discovers this in front of all the Silvers, the king and queen have to do damage control because Reds are not supposed to have powers. So, they make her pretend she's a Silver, which she hates, with a fiery passion. And, yeah. I drew a blank. Anywho, she has to pretend she's a Silver. We're going to find out about her romances. Well, romance, I don't know. There's kind of like a little love triangle thing going on here, but you'll find out about that when you read it. If you haven't read it, you need to. You need to. Okay, but there's also betrayal in this. It's got a huge cliffhanger, or not cliffhanger. Oh my god. It's got a plot twist. That's what I'm looking for. It's got a huge plot twist that I did not see coming. I love that in a book because normally I can tell whatever's going to happen. I loved that I could not see what was happening, or I didn't see this coming. So I love the plot twist. You're also going to see rebellion, and you're going to see that forming. So, yeah, those are my 5 books. Sorry, I kind of blanked out there for a minute, but that's what I read this month. I'm trying to keep these videos short so I don't bore you, because I'm trying to get better each week. So hopefully this was better than my first 2 attempts. Yes, this is my 3rd time trying to record this, mostly because I haven't figured out editing yet. That's still something I'm working on. So if I can figure it out and take out my little awkward silence moment, then I'll do that. If not, I'm sorry. It's coming, I promise. Anyhow, that's my April wrap-up, so I will see you later, and I will be back soon telling you what I plan to read for May. Peace out. Happy reading.